What's up, my beautiful people? What's up, my beautiful people? Welcome to the Positive Gaming Podcast. Happy 2021. We're in a new year. Thank the Lord. You know, it's a new year, it's a new fresh start. We have new opportunities now. We can do new things. We can start fresh. You can start over. You know, you can do things that you always wanted to do but you never got the chance to do it. You know, you can't do much because of COVID, but what I'm saying is you can do enough to the point where you can start doing the things that you always wanted to do. So basically, if you say you always wanted to be a writer, you can be a writer. You know, it's 2021. Go for your dreams. Go for something you always wanted to do. Do the things that you always wanted to do. You know, stop saying that you're gonna do it tomorrow, next year. It's already the next year. It's already a new year. Do the things that you told yourself you're gonna do this year. You know, just get to it. Start working on yourself. Just start making yourself be a better person. All right. But this is episode 4 of the Positive Gaming Podcast. Hope everyone's having a beautiful Sunday evening. Tune in on at 9 o'clock on Twitch.tv. My Twitch is Positive Gaming 1900. We're gonna be we're gonna be going live. We're gonna be uploading a new episode of the Gaming Guys podcast. So check that out. We have a good amount of topics. We have a few good gaming news to talk about. So that's a interesting thing. That's gonna be an interesting thing tonight. I also watched Tenet, that new Christopher Nolan movie that came out like a few weeks ago. When I don't think a few weeks, I think it came out like a few months ago or something like that. But I watched it, and I'm also gonna be talking about that, giving my input on it. So check us out on Twitch.tv. We also got to make a main channel for our podcast because that would be easier for people just to find it in one spot, one place. You know what I mean? But yeah. But anyway, welcome to the gaming guys. I said gaming guys. Welcome to the Positive Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Positive Gaming. We have a good amount. We don't really have a main topic to talk about. I'm actually gonna be talking about the topic that I talked about yesterday on my podcast that I did on Anchor. Um, so basically, I'm gonna talk about that. I'm also gonna be talking about the things I want to work on in the new year, the things I want to like reflect on. Like I'm gonna be reflecting on this episode. Like I'm gonna reflect on a few things, and I want to explain to y'all a few things I want to improve on this year because I feel like last year was a shitty year for me and for everyone. So I want to like I always told myself I'm not a person that's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I want to do that, and never get to it. I'm gonna tell people what I'm gonna do this year, but the thing about me is when I tell people, it ends up happening. You know what I mean? So I'm not like people. I'm not someone that's gonna brag and say, "Oh, in 2021, I'm gonna start going to the gym and start working out." And then when 2021 hits, I don't go to the gym. You know, I'm not that type of person. I like when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm going to do it. So anyway, welcome to the podcast. This is episode 4 once again. Um, oh, there's a schedule. There's a new schedule that I want to tell you about. So basically, this is how the new schedule is gonna work out. Every Saturday night, I'm gonna upload a new episode of the Positive Gaming Show on the podcast on my podcast on Anchor. That's the main platform that I use for my podcast, Anchor FM. So I'm gonna every Saturday night I'm gonna upload a new episode on Anchor FM on that platform. Then on Sunday, probably Sunday nights as well, like around 6 or 5 o'clock. This is a good time, like 5 o'clock, 5:30 ish, 6 o'clock ish. I'm gonna upload a new episode of the Positive Gaming Podcast on here, YouTube. Then on Sunday, I also do the Gaming Guys podcast at 9 on Twitch. So check that out. And on Monday, I'm just going to upload some gameplay. So that's a better schedule for me because those are my days off. And those are the only free time I have because all week I work. So I'm not going to be able to do it on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. Saturday nights, I can do it on. I can, like, be able to put out some content. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, no, I can't. But mostly Saturday nights, Sundays, and Mondays, I'm free. So that's the schedule that I'm sticking to because it's something that I want to make consistent. I want to stay consistent doing the podcast because, like I told y'all before, I want to turn this into a career because I want to do this for the rest of my life. You know, I love what I do. I love having a voice because, like I always told y'all, I'm not a talkative person in person. Like, if you ever met me in person, I'm not talkative. But now, I'm talking my ass off. I'm talking. I have a voice now. I'm telling y'all what's up. I'm giving y'all the ins and outs of my life and just basically telling y'all my experience on YouTube and Anchor and stuff like that. I'm basically giving you my life story and how I'm turning negative situations into positive situations. You know what I mean? So I'm really trying to do this. I'm trying to do this like full time because I love what I do. I love doing this. I love making content and bringing out positivity and putting gaming into it and putting it all together. It's dope. I like that. But let's get to these topics. So yesterday I talked about on the podcast episode last night. I talked about how you should move on from certain things that you're not expecting. And I also talked about how I'm gonna improve on certain things. So I'm gonna tell y'all the things I'm gonna start improving on. So here's a list of things I want to start improving on. So one is I want to start not taking everything seriously. So like there's when I was younger, I used to take a lot of things seriously. So like whenever people will joke around with me, sometimes I will not really play like that because sometimes people will take it far. Like, cause you know how like you're joking around with friends and stuff like that. Like, I don't mind that, but there's been times where people will take it far, and then I will get upset about it. You know what I mean? So that's something I want to work on for myself, within myself, because I feel like that's a bad flaw. Because it's something that gets on my nerves sometimes. Because I don't want to be that person that gets upset over every little thing. Because I feel like you're not gonna really you're gonna like push people you're gonna really like push people away by doing that all the time, and that's something I want to work on. But at the same time, but yeah, that's the thing I want to work on that. And yeah, that's one of the things I want to work on. Two, I want to be more open minded. That's something else I need to work on. So basically, if something negative, like if something bad happens or something doesn't really go my way, I need to learn how to just be patient. Cause I'm not really patient. I hate waiting. I really do because I feel like when you wait for something you worked hard for, it really is gonna really get to you. You know, it's gonna really get you to that point when you're just impatient. You know, I know how that feeling feels. Like I remember I was waiting for results for something and I just kept on asking and asking and asking. I was just impatient because you know when you worked hard for something or you just waiting for something and you just can't wait for it no more, you just want it like right away. Yeah, I want to work on that more. I want to be more patient. I want to be more calm and collected when it comes up to situations like that. That's something I want to be that's something I want to work on. So I want to not take things too seriously and I also want to like be more patient, be like more patient, not impatient, but I want to be more patient because I feel like that's a good trait to have, a good, like, I feel like that's good to have in like around. That's a good thing to have in the new year. I feel like that's good for everyone to have in the new year. Be patient because things are not gonna come right away. Because when things come right away, it's gonna end up being horrible at the end of the day. So if you really wait for it and be patient, it's gonna be worth it, you know. So yeah. Um. Also, here's a third thing I really want to work on. I want to work on my anger. I feel like that's a negative thing to have still, because like I really do have anger issues. I can admit that, and maybe and I can admit that I hate having it. You know, I really do. I really hate having that trait. Like, not trait, but I really hate having that, like in me. I really, cause I don't really like being angry. I hate being angry. I hate being mad all the time because it can get tiring and it's not something that not for me. You know, I feel like when I get angry for I like when I get upset or angry or mad or whatever. I don't just get angry or upset for no reason. I have my reasons on why I get upset or mad or angry. But I feel like there's moments where I can just do things differently. You know what I mean? So I feel like sometimes I can instead of me spazzing out, screaming or yelling or just getting upset and just like doing it in a different way, I can actually I can really actually think about the situation and just ignore it or just move on from it and just walk away. You know, because I feel like that would be better for me and for the situation in end because it's life is too short to be angry all the time. Life is too short to be mad all the time, and life is too short to just hold in hate for someone or anything. You know what I mean? So it's like that's something I really want to work on, my anger, and I've been finding a whole bunch of things online and outside and stuff like that. I've just been trying to find things to do to control my anger, to help me stay calm, and just to help me stay collected. Because I really want to work on that. Because it's something I really want to work on from within myself. Because I drove a lot of people away from that. But at the same time, there's been times where people will get me to that point, and then when I express myself, I'm the bad guy. You know, there'll be times where people treated me like shit or treated me in a disrespectful way, and then when I was disrespectful back, I was the bad guy. Oh, I was rude. I was acting like a jerk. You know what I mean? So there's been times where I was not really angry. Like whenever I'm mad or whenever I'm angry, I'm not just angry for no reason. There's a reason why I'm angry, but at the same time, I want to work on that for myself because the next time someone pisses me off or someone just does something I don't like or does something that hurts me, I want to handle it in a different way. You know what I mean? I want to handle it. I want to handle it like a man. I want to handle it like not in the way that I want to, but in the way that I should. You know what I mean? That's something I really want to work on, my anger. And I've been like doing a lot of different things and finding things to help me calm down. Like I went out today, earlier today, and I bought like a crossword puzzle book, and I've been doing that today. I've been doing that earlier today, and it's been calming. You know, I was just in a room and just solving the puzzles, you know. And I might start doing puzzles as well, and I might start doing meditation because I heard that really helps. Meditation really helps clear the mind. It helps you deal with stress, and I really want to try new things to help me control my anger and help me get over my anger. You know what I mean? There's a few other things that I want to work on. I think that was it. Is it? It's not letting okay, one was not letting things get to me, two was being patient, more patient, three was working on my anger, and I think there was another one. I think there was another one. I'm trying to remember. What was that? It was those, and I feel like there was another one. Oh, nah, I don't think so. I think that was it for me. Like I think those are the only things I wanted to work on within myself, and I feel like those are more important. Um, Oh yeah, yeah. Also said yesterday on the podcast that I wanted to like get in shape. Like I want to get in better shape. You know, I want to be in better shape because like I look at myself in the mirror every day and I see myself. I'll be like, I look good. I look okay, but I could look better. You know, I'm not doing it for no girl. I'm not doing it for no one else. I'm doing it for me, cause I feel like if I want to be if I want to have this like mindset and like spread it all around the world, I need to look the part too. You know what I mean? So I feel like I need to be physically and emotionally like positivity. Like I need to be emotionally ready and physically ready. You know what I mean? I feel like I need to be more. I need to have like a better body tone for myself. You know what I mean? I don't want to stay like this because I'm skinny. I can admit that I'm really skinny, and I noticed something too about that. Like people, when I used to be younger, people used to make fun of me because I was skinny, and it used to get to me. But at the like, people used to make fun of me. People still make say things about how skinny I am now, and I don't really let it get it to me no more. And I noticed that too because before I used to get angry about that. I used to just get pissed off and stuff like that. But at the same time, I just let it go. Like I don't really get upset about it no more because it's like, okay, I'm skinny, I know. But at the same time, it's like the people that's calling me skinny, most of them, like, look yourself. Like, have you looked at yourself in the mirror? Have you seen your body figure? Like me, I'm not the type of person to make fun of people like people's body shape or anything. I'm not like that. I don't make fun of people's body shapes. I'm not like that. But my thing is, if you are making fun of someone else, if you're making fun of people, you should really look yourself in the mirror and see how you look. Because if you're not a 10, or if you're not like if you know you don't look better than the person you're making fun of, you should really shut the fuck up. Like you should really not talk. Because I remember when Steve Harvey, I was watching the Steve Harvey show like a while ago. This was when his TV show was on TV. Like, this was when he had the talk show. And then I remember he has this segment on his show, Ask Steve. And then, somebody asked him like a question about like looks on a guy, and then he said something that really clicked to me. He said, "Oh, if you want a man or a girl that's a 10, you got to be a 10 yourself." And he made sense about that because most of the time people most of the time females and males they reject guys and girls and are not really their type. But at the same time, you really got to look yourself in the mirror and be like, well, if it was the other way around, would you give that person a chance? Would he give you a chance? Like, you can't really be picky sometimes, because at the end of the day, you really got to look yourself in the mirror and be like, was that nice? Was that really necessary? You know what I mean? So that's just me. Like, I noticed that about myself. Like, I didn't really get upset about it. I noticed that. I'm kind of proud of myself about that. I'm kind of proud. But yeah, those are the main things I want to work on in 2021, and I'm actually gonna start. I'm actually starting that now. I'm finding things to calm me down. Like I said before, I bought like a crossword puzzle book that I'm doing now. Actually, I did it earlier today before I recorded this on video. Recorded this, and I actually bought a new notebook, so I'm gonna start writing in it. So I'm gonna start writing like more poems, because I need to get back to poetry, because I used to do it when I was younger, and I fell off. I need to get back to it. I need to get out of retirement, and I need to start writing more books and more stories. I wanted to start writing raps too, but it's hard. I feel like it's hard. Like, I know, like, people say, oh, if you write poetry, you can write raps, but when I try to write one, I feel like it's more complicated. So I'm gonna start learning how to write raps in a way, but I'm gonna start doing it not like everyone else does it, but I'm gonna do it in my way, in a positive way. You know what I mean? But yeah, that those are the main things. Yeah, and another topic I really want to talk about is gonna be real quick. Moving on from situations that you're not ready for. So basically, moving on from drama, moving on from bullshit, moving on from things that you can't control, moving on from things that's like not meant for you. Like I told you before, I want to do radio full time. I want to do my podcast full time because it's a career that I want to like it's something I want to be in. There's something I have a passion for, radio. I want to really do this full time. I really want to start a career out of this because I love this. I love what I do. I love this, and I don't get paid for it, but I love what I do, and people always say, if you love what you do, turn it into a career. And they're right about that, because if you love what you do, you're not doing it for the money. You're doing it because you love to do it. And you're going to have fun. And that tells you right there, you're going to come up with ideas to be like, well, if I love what I do, then it's gonna be good for me because I'm gonna come up with more ideas for myself and for my career. You know what I mean? So that's something I really want to like work on. That's something I really want to do this year. Like I really want to do this full time because to tell you the truth, the job I'm working at now, I'm not gonna say I hate it because I'm grateful that I have a job. Like every job that you work at is not gonna be perfect, but the job I work at now, do I like it? Hell no, I hate my job. But at the same time, well, I'm not gonna say I hate my job, but like I hate my job, but I'm grateful for my job. Like I'm grateful that I have a job because most people don't. You know what I mean? I'm not like these. I'm not like people that complain about I hate my job, but I'm looking at other people struggling and stuff like that. Now I'm not like that. Like I'm grateful that I have a job, but at the same time, the job I have now is something I don't want to do for the rest of my life. That's what I'm trying to say. So something that's like the job I have now, I'm not trying to do it for the rest of my life, you know? And I feel like if I don't work on my if I don't work on my passion more, I feel like I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be at the job I work at now for the rest of my life, and I don't want to do that. So at that point, I'm gonna work harder to be better at my YouTube and my podcast and stuff like that because I want to do this full time and I really want to turn this into a career, you know. And I feel like I can inspire someone to do the same thing because you can turn anything into a career. If you love what you do, you can turn it into a career. And I want to basically tell other people like, listen, I can do it, you can do it. You love what you do, turn it into a career, make money off it, and just be happy. You know what I mean? So yeah, also just move on and I just want to say this before I go. This is a part of the topic. Move on from drama, move on from the bullshit, move on from things that's not really important. You know, because at the end of the day, if you allow yourself to just be not even be like if you allow yourself just to like have drama around you or bullshit around you or just let people or anything ruin your life, you're not living life the right way. So you gotta think about it like this. You have to move on from shit that does not matter to you. That's not really important. People are gonna say negative things about you. People are gonna there's gonna be fake friends that enter your life. There's gonna be real friends that enters your life. You're gonna have relationship problems. You're gonna have friends that come and go. You're gonna have situations where you feel like you're stuck and stuff like that. But that's a part of life. But the thing about life is you learn from certain situations and you make smart decisions. So you gotta think about it like that. Move on from the bullshit, move on from the drama, and just live your life the way you want to. That's it. But this is Positive Gaming. I will catch you next week. But also check out the Gaming Guys podcast at 9 o'clock tonight on twitch.tv. My Twitch is Positive Gaming 1900. But until then, hope everyone has a beautiful night and peace.